Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Governor Dannel Malloy from Connecticut.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm here today to tell you a story of hope, a story of why we are stronger together. It's a story of a young boy with physical and severe learning disabilities, a child for whom reading and writing were almost impossible, a child thought to be, as the term was used in the early 1960s, mentally retarded as late as the 4th grade, a boy who could not tie his shoe or button his shirt until the 5th grade, someone who knew the harsh words of bullies in the playground and discrimination in the classroom. But that boy had great teachers, and he had a mother who believed deeply in giving him the opportunities for success. He had a support system that believed that we are stronger together when we lift up those who fall behind. And that boy was lifted up. He learned his strengths. He overcame his difficulties. He went on to be successful in college and law school, then earning the right to be the first learning-impaired person to take the essay portion of a bar exam orally in 3 different states. And today, that boy has now grown up and is standing before you as the governor of the state of Connecticut. And proud to be addressing the Democratic National Convention. See, this is my story, a story of why we are stronger together. It's an American story. After all, our communities are bound by the shared understanding that we are stronger together, that we need to lift up our brothers and sisters and ignore the shouts and taunts of bullies amongst us. That is one reason why I'm a Democrat, and that is why I am proud to support Hillary Clinton for President of the United States. Like Hillary Clinton and Tim Kaine, I believe that we must instill hope in every American. It doesn't matter their race or their gender or who they love or where their parents were born or their religion or what their learning abilities are. Every child, every American deserves to have an opportunity to be successful in this life. That's what we stand for as Democratic governors. We stand for solving problems and bringing hope to more Americans. Hope for fairer wages, hope for better schools, and hope for more time to spend with the families they love. We're proud to count amongst our alumni former Governor Bill Clinton, and we're proud to count amongst our alumni former Governor Tim Kaine. Tim Kaine, who as governor of Virginia led his state through the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression while creating jobs in the process. And today I am here to tell you that the middle class in America is getting stronger thanks to the work of Democratic governors. In Washington, D.C., Republicans will block any innovative idea that has a scarlet letter D for Democrat next to it. But in the states run by Democratic governors, we're about solving problems. Every day we work to create jobs and improve access to quality education and expand opportunities for Americans. That's exactly what we've done in Connecticut. We've added over 100,000 jobs while raising the minimum wage. We passed criminal justice reform that gives nonviolent offenders a second chance. We've lowered our prison population by thousands and thousands of individuals, while we cut our crime rate to the lowest it has been in 48 years. And after the Sandy Hook school tragedy, we passed common-sense gun safety laws, including universal background checks in our state of Connecticut. We have moved towards equal pay by making compensation more transparent. And we were the first state in the nation 5 years ago to pass paid sick leave. And guess what? Not only are our workers protecting their health, but they're also protecting the health of the people they serve. And overwhelmingly, the businesses they work for approve of paid sick leave today. Democratic governors across this country are leading the way. In New York and Delaware, we've raised the minimum wage. In Rhode Island and Montana, we've taken action for equal pay. In Oregon and California, we've passed paid sick leave. Across the map, we have passed Medicaid expansion. And of course, we've made historic investments in education, including right here in Pennsylvania under Governor Tom Wolf. Democratic governors and the Democratic Party are focused on the issues that matter to working families. And that's exactly what Hillary Clinton will focus on as our next president. Now, meanwhile, Donald Trump, who has insulted anyone who doesn't agree with him or doesn't look like him, women, Mexican Americans, veterans, Muslim Americans, the LGBTQ community, and people with disabilities, you name them, and Donald Trump has bullied them. Now, I know something about bullies, and I know why we must stand up to them. If Donald Trump's words are bad, and they are, his actions are worse. Just look at his vice presidential choice, Governor Mike Pence. With the Trump-Pence ticket, it's like a contest to see who can discriminate more. Pence rejected $80 million in federal money that would have funded pre-K for 4,000 low-income children. He signed a law that would have forced women to hold funerals for fetuses, even in some cases after a miscarriage. He signed another law that would discriminate against people based on who they love and how they express that. That law cost Indiana's economy an estimated $60 million in lost business. And in another state, North Carolina, a very similar law has caused the NBA to move the All-Star game out of that state. Governor Pence turned his back on refugee children and their parents. I know this firsthand. The first family of refugees rejected by him are now welcome residents in the state of Connecticut. The Trump-Pence ticket brings the worst of the Republican gubernatorial record to the national stage, and it shows why we need to fight back at the local level. Governors work where the rubber meets the road, where we drive innovative policies that can move across the nation. Democratic governors are critical to winning this battle at the state level. That's why the DGA exists. We're the only organization focused on electing Democratic governors and supporting their policies. We're fighting for these policies today, and we're fighting for the future by focusing on winning back governors' seats before redistricting occurs in 2020. You all know this. You know that the Republicans rigged the map in 2010. That's why we need strong Democratic governors to fight for fair maps and the policies that we all believe in and that should be coming out of the Congress of the United States. Together we can and will help lift up every American so that they can live the American dream. Because we as Democrats believe that we are stronger together. God bless you and thank you very much.